We're live.
We're
We're
live.
back. It's Thirsty
That was
Thursdays.
amazing.
Live with the April and Tomeeka
Do I have
show.
anything like you?
You do. Go fix that.
I'm gonna sit right here and do it.
Hello.
Oh, let me
So-
tell you this. Go ahead.
There's a lot of things going on tonight.
Versus is on.
I know.
That's
A lot
what I
of
wanted
things
to
going
tell
on
you.
tonight. But guess what?
We're here.
Our million is here for us, okay? So what's up,
Say
ladies?
that.
What's up, gentlemen? We're here. Yeah. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
So excited. We don't even know how long we'll be here together like this.
I know this might be okay. Well, we're gonna jump into that or
Nope.
election.
Nope. We're going to stick with the election.
Hey, post your questions. Okay, I posted something. If you have a question, there is a cute little question mark. Oh, Versus is breaking the internet.
They can all they want to. When they finish, come on over to us. We're glad you guys are here with us. You make good choices. You people make good choices in life.
But guess what? You can always watch that again. Okay, they're gonna record it. You can see it again.
Hey, Rashida.
Post your question. This little question mark, if anyone,
Hey, Shanti.
some people don't know that question mark.
On and Versus on the back.
Oh, it's on
That's
2
right.
million. Great.
Okay, good for them.
Hello, Michelle Double Dutch.
I dare y'all to put in at the April and Tomeeka show. What's up? Bring some of the people over here.
Oh, see, so Michelle
It's so
said
whack.
it's so whack.
Mhm.
So she from the East Coast, so I believe her.
Hey, Champagne. Good to see you.
Post your question. I was trying to say some people don't know that question mark. When you press it, it allows you to leave a question and park it, and we'll get to the question. I would like to see some questions tonight.
And now we're on
'Cause we're
Facebook.
together.
If you want to address us over there with some questions, we don't know if we'll be able to get to all of them because we have someone actually working on Instagram to help answer the questions. So,
Correct.
guys, the show. Hey, Carly.
Hey,
how are
all
you?
day. Hi, Day. I miss
Okay.
my folks. How's everybody?
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's get it. What y'all
Let's
drinking
get
tonight?
it. We're drinking tequila. Boop. The good stuff.
The good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Fresh squeezed orange juice, fresh lime juice.
How is it?
It's strong, but hey, we in here.
You want more orange juice?
I'm good.
Okay.
KB.
So let's talk about this election because until he concedes, we're still going to have to talk about it because there's always something in the news.
Going on, huh?
No,
conceding.
no, he refuses. And at some point you have to say, dude, they're giving him a little bit of wiggle room to do some recounts. According to my sources, they say that the recount is over in Atlanta and that Biden still won.
By at least 12,000 votes.
Right. 12 to 14,000 is what I heard. So why, I don't want to keep going through this. So how many more states is he going to get allowed? I know Michigan gave him an ultimatum like, okay, you'll do the count, but it's going to cost you like some millions of dollars to do it. And if you want to pay up front because there's manpower, you can't just say recount.
Right.
The first time, right. When you work the polls, it's all by volunteerism, correct? So now you're asking those people that went home and worked tirelessly through the night, at the polls, and if there was a line, even at 8:00, you still have to stay. So those people gave their time. Now you need to hire new people. They were like, here's the tab for that. So I don't think he did that one. Mr. Giuliani, because he's no longer mayor, right?
Mr. Giuliani's idiot. So this guy, 1 minute he's his friend, the next minute he's not. 1 minute he's his lawyer, the next minute he's not. Today he's his lawyer and he's representing him and he's going after voter fraud. Right now they're in Michigan. They did a press conference today. The shenanigans, okay? I think Giuliani is the only one who will actually take the case because he has some other attorneys on it and they keep quitting.
They all quit.
They all keep quitting. So Giuliani's the only kook that will listen to, this president and just go full speed ahead. Here's the deal. And people need to be really cautious about what he's doing here. And this is the dangerous part. Trump, again, I told y'all he's an opportunist. He don't care about being a president. Y'all, he know it's over. Everybody's told him it's over. He understands that it's over. He is raising money by the millions, and it'll probably be billions or trillions by the time he's through. He has his people thinking, oh, we need to get back this election. Send in your money. They keep sending in money. Guess where the money goes to ultimately? Trump will leave this election far better off than when he came in. So, look, follow the numbers with this idiot, okay? He knows he's lost. He won't concede. He doesn't have to concede because he will always go against the grain. And this is what his people like about him.
Right.
He likes that he doesn't have to listen to any of the rules or any of tradition or any of anything because of his white privilege. And he'll just continue to run out. But meanwhile, he's collecting money.
Yes,
He's literally doing like a GoFundMe for his election fraud campaign. It's not a GoFundMe, but it's literally Trump 2020, and he keeps raising funds.
That's insane.
That's what he's doing. So it's not about, he knows he's lost.
But it's like, at some point, when are these people going to wake up and smell a coffee? You know what I mean?
They're not.
How gullible can you be?
That's how he gets paid. He gets paid from them idiots off of just that thought of them not trying to just accept that they've lost.
Right.
So as long as they continue to hold on to this, we didn't lose.
Winging a prayer.
What they do, the million mega march,
1,000 mega march.
Okay, yeah, it was 1,000 mega march. First of all, stop stealing our shit.
Thank you.
Let's start there. Okay, we had a million man march. Y'all stole that shit. Million mega march. Black lives matter. White lives matter. Blue lives matter. Y'all keep stop stealing our shit. Okay.
They steal everything. Nobody is coming up with their own shit. So yeah, I just want it to be over because it's like every day something in the news, and I believe my nerves are calm because I'm just like, at this point, it is what it is. And I feel that Biden will, be his successor. So I'm just going to be okay with that and live my life because I can't be stressing every day trying to look at the news and what's going on. So that's where I am, and I hope
some real shit going on. People cannot eat. People are losing their jobs, their livelihood because of this pandemic that he has yet to still address. He's still the president, but this idiot's still running around firing people.
Right, and that's what Biden was saying. Let's get together and let's, try and figure out the next move so he can transition when he leaves and, be working on the COVID situation. But he won't even meet with him. So here we are. So as we're talking about this, LA just sent alert, it didn't come to our phone, but everybody got the alert by news and other forms of, media saying we are now officially back on curfew.
We're on curfew.
So LA is on curfew
I believe
5 a.m. to 10?
10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yes.
I think DC has the same curfew. I think Chicago does. Chicago is telling them that they only want people to go out for essential duties only. For work, school, to get your essentials. But
first of all, schools shouldn't be open.
New York just closed their schools.
They should have never opened.
They should never opened. However, I think a couple, maybe yesterday. What's it, Wednesday? Today. They closed their yesterday. They closed their schools. Now, here's the problem with New York. Half the people are okay with it. The other half is like, oh my God, you guys gave us no warning. Yeah, they did. They said when the numbers get to 3%,
we're shutting it down. That's right. It is that way. So
the numbers are at 3%.
Right.
There's your warning. They warned you that when it gets to 3%, that's what's going to happen.
And they told us too. They said we're at 2.7. It was just yesterday. I was like, oh my God, we're going to wake up and say 3. We're at 3. The numbers are going up. You know why? Because everybody has this false sense of we can go back out. And people went out too crazy. They're going on vacation. They are doing these grand, grand events. Did you see the super spreader in, was that Maine or something? I felt so bad. This young couple got married and invited, it was like 80 people. And like half of them, some died, like 4 or 5 people died. Wow. Yes. So they're calling them a super spreader because it was like, not only was it their wedding party, there was people that actually are essential workers that were working. So a couple of them were what do you call those people in the jail? Correction officers. Like, they had big jobs. So now they go back to work. They done spread it to the inmates. So that's why it's a super spreader, because even though it wasn't a big event, you have to look at who's coming to your event and are they still working? Correct. Right. Now, if they're quarantining like you, meaning they're home working on their computer, that's one thing. Right. We still don't want those people to get sick. But if you're inviting nurses and I wouldn't say a doctor, but people that are going out into essential workers like correction officer, bus driver, teacher that is still teaching in the classroom, grocery store worker. That's crazy, because if one of those gets it, the customers will get it, the inmates will get it, and that's what happens. So now they have created this huge dynamic of people that have caught it. Some have passed away, and I feel bad because that, of course, it's not your intention. I don't know. They were selfish in doing it because they had their grandparents there. And somebody else was on Instagram like, we have to stop being selfish, especially with the elderly. This person was like, I miss my mom more than anything. Oh, may I have?
And here's the deal. Trump and them had several super spreaders. Yeah, Trump and them.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. They had several super spreaders. That's why Ben Carson has it. His chief of staff has it. Everywhere they go, they were spreading the disease.
Yep.
North Dakota, South Dakota.
Oh.
All of these little rallies. So here's the deal. The rallies were like 2 to 3 weeks ago. The numbers are now spiking.
Yeah.
So all of those little places that they was like, oh, we're not going to wear masks.
So bad.
They came to your neighborhood and now the numbers are spiking. And not that everybody wasn't tired enough and wasn't, all of us, probably played a hand in this, okay? I just feel like at this point, they just need to shut the whole goddamn country down. Just shut us all down.
Well, Trump will never do it.
So
we're waiting. So here's the hard part. We're still going to be kind of somewhat quarantined. Then Biden's going to get in office, and then more than likely, hopefully he will do the right thing. I think it's the right thing. That's just my opinion. I think he should shut it down. So with that said, that means we're going to be out for a long time. You have a spoon?
Thank you.
How are we going to mix it?
She
got a straw. I'll use her straw. Don't worry. Thank you.
So yeah, Mary Jo is saying some really good stuff. She said he's wreaking havoc. So yes, he's pulling everybody out of Iran and Afghanistan. He did that 2 days ago.
He's stupid.
But he fired all of the people at the Pentagon so that he can do this shit and people be on board. And then she's saying that he's putting all these things out here. So Biden and Harris not only will they have the pandemic to deal with, they'll have to deal with the terrorists. They'll have to deal with this, that, the other.
Right.
All these different things.
Right.
He's trying to set them up for failure.
Yeah, sabotage them. Thank you.
It's so sad.
It's a sabotager. So
if we could all just get on lockdown. No planes moving. No buses moving.
Nothing.
You can't go to my state. I can't come to your state and spread it.
Right.
We would be okay. And and then those who want to get the vaccine, they get the vaccine. The most of us who don't, we just take our vitamins. Everything will be okay. They won't do it. Trump, he has yet to say anything about the pandemic since he's lost. Okay? He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't.
And like Mary Jo Miller says, this fool could send us to war right before his 60 days are up. And then what?
He is dangerous.
Yeah, he's very dangerous. So
dangerous,
listen,
reckless.
Do not sleep on this idiot. He's doing anything to stay in office because he knows once the fuck he's out, he's going to jail. Okay? So
he's getting ready to pardon some people too. So let's be clear and keep our eyes open to who he's pardoning. Yes.
They still saying that he can pardon himself, which makes no sense.
I know it's not clear because I think when they wrote this shit, they never thought about a fucking traitor,
actually
dictator saying, "Well, I can pardon myself because you didn't say I couldn't." So it's not written. So he thinks he can. So there's the fine line. Well, it doesn't say you can't, but it's unethical. And we all know he has no ethics. So to him, it's up for grabs. I can tell you this, he is not going to jail. He's not going to
He's
jail.
not going to jail. He
No.
was in Russia or somewhere before.
He's not going to jail.
Wherever Snowden's at, he will get over there and he will be living La Vida Loca off that money that all y'all are giving to. Okay, Trump supporters, you Trumpers, Trump 2020, all that paraphernalia you got, those flags, those this, that, and the other.
Oh, they still around here too.
Yes.
Oh my God! The other day I saw
all
it.
of that y'all have on. Do know that when January 20th comes and it's supposed to be a change of transition, his ass will be nowhere to be found. He's gonna get on his little plane and get the fuck, okay, with y'all
out of
money
here
and be up out of here. Okay?
I think and from what I read, I really think you can pardon people if you think they might be charged with a crime. So if that's true, he's about to pardon his whole family because the daughter, the son-in-law, and everything. He's really, really dangerous right now. It's another 60 days. Because we're on the 20th, right? It's exactly 61 days before changing of the guard is supposed to happen. No, is it the 19th?
20th.
It's the 20th?
January 20th.
Okay, so we're exactly 61 days because today's the 19th, right? Yep. So the next 60 days are going to be a roller coaster. It will be a circus. It will be a lot to digest.
And again, if you're in these mega states, rural
just
areas,
be careful.
Be careful. They are crazy and they keep starting shit. They are mad because they're
they mad. They mad. They big mad.
Like they stole the election. You guys just be safe, be careful, and exercise your Second Amendment right, like they are. Okay. And
they're so petty. Did you see the video of the man in front of someone's house? She had her Black Lives Matter, so he came out with his chalk and started writing on the sidewalk, BLM equals, oh my God, terrorists or something like that. And then a black man came out and was like, what are you doing? Da-da-da-da. And he was like, well, I don't like what she has up because it contradicts. I was like, she was like, why are you here in the middle of the day? That means, you could tell she was black. That means if you got this much time in the middle of the day, that means you jobless. You don't have no job, right? It was just like, it's at someone's house. If that bothers you that much, like this is why Tomeeka's saying, be careful. If he has time to get out of his car or focus, he don't even live in the neighborhood. That's what she got to too. You don't even live in this neighborhood. You saw it.
Fucking up shit.
Correct. You're that mad that you stopped to write on the sidewalk. And I would have let him do it and I would have just got my hose out and just sprayed it. Like, okay, you leaving? Spray it. I would spray it every time he writes something.
So it's almost as if we have to pretty much treat white people like they're all cops. So we have to be gentle with them because they just gonna pop off. I mean, because I'm trying to figure out like, how should we proceed? Because like the little old white lady with her little dog, okay?
Oh my God.
She has a poodle and she's holding her poodle saying, I don't want your dog outside anymore. Bitch, I'm sorry, who are you talking to?
I know.
What?
She said, don't let him come outside anymore.
Don't walk the dog no more ever because I said so. So, I mean, are we supposed to be ultra ginger with these people or what do we do? Because I'm feeling like they are constantly violating our rights or our, they told
freedom. She was like,
yeah, she told them, don't be acting black in our white neighborhood. Like, what?
What does that mean?
And you guys, the guy was so sweet to her.
He was very nice. But whoever came out the house, I don't know. But the sister, somebody came out, she was like, fuck you.
Southern Belle says treat them like they're mentally unstable. Literally, she had to be because she's carrying on about a dog, a pit bull, and her damn poodle.
But if you saw the video, but did you see the video when they first started? He drove up and she was just as nice, petting the dog. The little boy was like, thank you, ma'am, and went in, and then something has to be wrong with her. Then it all changed.
Mentally unstable. So, okay, I like that. Treat them all like they're mentally unstable. So I don't really mess with crazy people. I mess with you if I think, but then at this point, y'all, we can't even gauge what crazy is.
Right.
Because clearly our president's crazy. Clearly that old lady was crazy. I feel like when you come out of pocket in this day and age, you should be crazy.
And you have to be ready for the consequences. I'm not going to treat them like they're mentally ill. I'm going to watch what I say, But a lot of them have good fucking sense, and
they do.
And I think we're at the point where we are just tired of being the nice person.
Nice.
We're tired. I think you can. Oh, and then did you see the other video where it was an apartment building and this white guy was going off on his Asian neighbor, but then the black girl came out and said, "You do this every day. Leave us alone.
Yes.
They're Asian. I'm black. Why are you bothering us?" Why? She was talking over him, and that's what you have to do. You have to shut it down. Shut it down. And then finally she used her Lysol on him. She was like, stop talking. She couldn't take it anymore.
And like that. If we start acting crazy on that ass.
Yeah, he was like, he got it, but he did say the Ku Klux Klan is coming. She was like, how much more can we take? And that's where we are. So I think people, both sides need to be careful. White people need to watch what they say, because there's a point where we can't take it, and it may not be just you, it may be a whole bunch of stuff, and you say the wrong thing to us and get popped.
Yep.
Like,
because we're packing. Hello?
We're packing, and I'm not taking no.
And we're tired as fuck.
Oh, we're tired. We're tired. Yes, ma'am. Holding doors. Like, I'm so, if I see a door closing and somebody coming in, I'm gonna hold it. You ever have them go in or come out and not say a word? You're welcome.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm going to stop. I'm going to treat them the way they treat us. And that's just it. You don't see me walking, I'm going to run over you just like you run over me. I'll be in a grocery store. They just, I didn't see you, bitch. I'm right here. How could you not see me?
You.
They saw me.
Away, okay?
And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not trying to make them feel comfortable. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I live in a very white neighborhood, and Royale told me that they were out there one day and I wasn't there, and I wish I was. Some white lady, they always have little pleasantries. And she was like, it was after the election, so it was last week, and all this recounting. You know what she said?
What?
I bet you guys are happy.
We are, bitch.
I said, what she said? I said, no.
Are you not?
I said, how did you answer? They was just like, they didn't, Royale doesn't have that thing.
No, he don't.
I would have went, bitch, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Are so sweet to them because we've been taught to respect our elders, and we've been taught, but
they don't like to ruffle any feathers.
In that video,
I don't care.
It was the guy with the old lady for 20
minutes. For 20
When that black lady came out,
I know.
She was like, look, bitch. Because
it's enough. He was so nice, and that's Royale. Now, Royale will get you now. Don't get me wrong, but they out there, they minding their own business. I bet you guys are happy, bitch. Why would you say that?
Yeah.
How do you, what about
that? Are you part of the 70 million?
So I would have said, well, then that means you voted for Trump.
Yeah.
So keep it moving. Like, first of all, we're in a neighborhood where we are the only three on the street. So it's like 50 houses. So I'm saying when they walk in their dogs, everybody's home and stuff. So they see a family. We're out there roller skating. We're playing basketball. They don't expect this house to be ours. It's not a mansion, but they just don't expect it to be ours. I got my curb appeal going on. And it's like, they're black. So now they're trying to figure out, what should they say to us? Should they not say anything? Your best thing is just to walk. So the only thing she could muster up was, I bet you guys are happy. Really, bitch? I swear to God, I'm glad I wasn't out there. They would have been, first of all, Royce knows, he would have been like, oh, this is not going to end well, because I don't give no fucks. Don't say the wrong thing to me, because I'm going to put you on the spot.
Because a sister is tired. We're
tired. I've been tired.
We're tired of having this country's back when it hasn't had our back.
Right.
If it wasn't for us, Biden would not even be here right now. Okay, so we have to carry the whole world on our shoulders, black women. You know, we're the ones. White women are still voting against us.
55, so I got that.
So
when you out, 55% white people, women, just keep that in mind when they're running you over with that cart and saying something smart. She's
probably one of the 55%. Yeah.
She's voting for her husband. And I get it.
She does not want her lot in life to be.
Absolutely.
She does not want to feel uncomfortable in this life.
Right.
Like, nobody wants to make you feel uncomfortable. No. We want equality.
Exactly. Oh, that's a good one, boo.
Period, boo.
Period, boo.
So let's segue into this story, which is crazy to see. I hope people looked at it on my Instagram page. But so a black constable, His name is Constable Curtis, was elected in Texas.
Mhm.
Ellis, Texas. And so guess what they did to Constable Curtis? Pope Jr. gave him his nice little office in the basement in a closet space. Okay, that's his little office. The constable must be a high position because it's an elected position. These fools in Ellis, Texas. So Texas, y'all always doing y'all shit. Ellis County, Texas. Y'all didn't put the poor brother in a goddamn closet space, first of all, that has a sign across the door that says Negroes. Negroes. Didn't even have the decency to paint
take it down. No.
Because it's a part of their history. That's the shit that they ain't changing. Okay. Right. So y'all, what we gonna do? Like, I'm so tired of being tired. He's one constable. Y'all know they giving this nigga hell. Yeah. Okay. This Negro, as the board, the arch above his door says. Now, he has to go through several white men to get inside his little office space. And it's the smart, he has to turn sideways to get in. His file cabinets are outside underneath the stairs.
So the woman who was recording had a very good point. She said, do you see where his files are? So that means any person from the public walking down these stairs could grab one of these files and just keep it moving.
Gone.
Files are supposed to be
locked up.
Exactly.
In a separate
They're
evidence.
Oh, there go my file. Let me just take that and put it away. So, first of all, I hate to see when Black people are in these small towns. They said in 2010, the Census Bureau said there was 150,000 people in that town. First of all, it's too small for me. Why are you there? They happened upon it and they stayed. You understand what I mean? 150,000 people. No, ma'am. No more. That's the first problem. So maybe it's up to about 200. Let's give them another 100,000. That's not enough people.
Lone constable.
Right. So that means people coming through are going to challenge him, especially if you're white. You mean you what? The constable. I mean, it's going to be tough. And he just seems, look at him. He just seems so polite. And you can tell he comes from a good family. He has very good manners. There's no way. First of all, he has the right to maybe create a stink. I don't want to be down here. Is there somewhere else? I felt like he just said, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be.
He moved.
This is where I'm going to be.
He moved. He said, here's my office. He allowed the lady to show his little office space. He just moved.
It's terrible.
He started
his little refrigerator.
Things. But Attorney Crump is the reason why we know about this story. And he said, like, they got some explaining to do. Like, is this what y'all doing to y'all constable, an elected official?
He's been the constable since 2018. It's just coming to light.
That makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy as hell.
Oh my God. I hope that's not his wife. Jesus.
It could be.
Oh my God. Jesus. It would make sense. Okay. I'm praying for the brother. If you see The Office, you'll be like, really, this is what we're doing. He deserves better. Let's just hope that
he got elected. This is what
oh
you guys look. Let's just run for office and change a whole bunch of shit. I mean, here's the time. Like, everybody's gonna be on lockdown in a minute. Okay, just start getting your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Start getting shit in order. We still have a whole bunch of changes to make in this country, and it's unfortunate.
It really is. It's a lot of work to be done. Shit like this that happens
on a daily basis is the reason why we can't ever stop.
Right.
President Obama released a book.
Oh, I'm so excited about that.
I am too.
But you're right. Your whole thing about it. Tell them.
So instead of going to Barnes and Noble, Amazon, eBay, all of those other places that you normally get your book from, go to an independent bookstore and
look them up. Remember, we had it posted. Didn't we have it posted? I have a post where I have some Black online bookstores. I will post that on the April. On the April and Tomeeka page, and then I'll give it to Tomeeka. She can put it on her page. I'll put it on my page. Let's get his book and let's get it from a mom and pop owned by Black people. Period. That's how we're gonna get those books. And let's get a couple. Let's commit to at least 2 books and give one to a friend.
Give it away. Like I already planned to give it away for Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, so if
Thank
you're thinking
you.
about Christmas gifts, give that book away, and then let's keep some Black and independent, women-owned or minority-owned bookstores alive, because
Yes.
you know bookstores are vital to your community.
Absolutely. I miss a good bookstore.
I do. I love the smell when
me
you go inside.
too. A nice old one with wood floors. And
if you're looking for something to do, please go purchase a few of Obama's books. It seems like it's going to be a really good read. He's talking about some personal things that he went through as a president while he was in office.
Yeah,
so
that would be good.
I can't wait to read it. I know some of you like audiobooks, but even if you get the audio, definitely get a book that you can hold in your hand.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Cuzzo. Yes, so we'll do that. And guess what? It might be $1 or $2 more. Let's not worry about that.
It's okay.
They have to keep their lights on, and Amazon, they make $9,000 every second.
Yep.
Every second.
And he's already sold like 800,000 books already just in one day. That was yesterday. So
he's good.
Y'all do understand this book is going to be a moneymaker. So, and I know you all are interested in it because it's our favorite president at this point. Let's go purchase the book and purchase a few for some friends.
From somewhere else. Just make sure it's not from that place, okay? Not from that place. I don't want to say it, but we know. Mm-hmm. We know. And not only is he making $9,000 a second, he is becoming a monopoly. And I don't think that is supposed to be the way America works.
It's horrible.
He is now opening up
grocery stores.
He's got grocery stores.
He has bookstores.
I want to say he's doing his own courier service. Well, we can see prime time all over. But it was something big. It's an airline. It's something. He is knocking people out. No, it was more than that. Ross told me. And I was like, man, he is going to own everything. All he needs is Amazon phone. Oh, I said the word. Phone service, airline. If he cuts out, imagine if he gets his own planes, and it's coming.
It is coming.
UPS and FedEx got to be shitting bricks.
He's already doing it.
They are going to be cut out of millions of dollars because he has enough capital right now to start his own courier service. Just like there's a FedEx, there's a UPS, there's an Amazon. Mm-hmm. And not only is he going to ship his packages, he's going to ship everyone's packages. So monopoly for sure. And I don't know how much longer they're going to let him run like this, but it's happening. I want to say it's a sell. Something Ross told me yesterday, and it just made me stop and think. I was like, he's potentially going to run everything. Lights, roofing,
it's
like everything.
It's crazy.
He'll stop nowhere.
And so whenever you cannot shop Amazon, try somewhere else. I mean, it is still some little stores that still exist. Mm-hmm. Try somewhere else. Because we'll all be locked down in a few. And so that means more malls will be closing. Oof. More everything will be closing. So try to support the small businesses as much as possible. The holidays are around the corner. So go ahead and start purchasing stuff if you can still get out to your neighborhood stores because they may no longer exist.
Oh my God.
And I don't know. You know what's funny? What I realized was while we were inside the house during the first shutdown, Whole Foods started building stuff. Amazon was building stuff. Its place is still building, and its buildings still being built. So the new world is going to be quite different when we finally get out there. I can't wait. It's really strange. Everything is going to be really tech savvy. They don't want to give you change anymore, so they want to do everything by this. The fact that I'm sitting here with this is, this is part of the problem. So. Yeah, I don't, it's like, as much as I don't want to submit to this shit, it's like, what do we do?
I know.
Well,
conforming.
Will Smith.
Oh, when I saw it, I'm very excited about it. The reunion.
Get in the backdrop. Will Smith's backdrop. Tell the story.
Oh, yeah. So yesterday I was watching the Will Smith little clips and stuff. And when it came to Aunt Viv, everybody saw the current Aunt Viv sit down. And then as she sits, the old Aunt Viv comes out, and you miss her because they replaced her so quickly. And I was like, oh my God. And you saw Will tiptoe behind. And then Will had said something that hit me really hard. He was like, the time is now. We need more unity and everything. He said, I had not spoken to the old Aunt Viv in 27 years.
Wow.
When that happened to now, 27 years went by.
That is crazy.
He probably didn't have enough pull back then. He was young Will to do anything to help save her. So I guess sometimes to save face, you just ignore it. You don't entertain it. It happens. I got a job. We're just going to keep rolling. Again, he was very young. He was 27 years younger, and he wasn't Will Smith that he is now. But they replaced her, and I want to say colorism had a lot to do with it because she's a very dark-skinned woman, and they replaced her with a very light-skinned Aunt Viv. And I think
wasn't it weird when that happened?
I know it was because I like the old Aunt Viv.
The old Aunt Viv was everything.
She worked.
I think the light skinned Aunt Viv grew on us, but
because we didn't have no choice. We liked the show.
We loved chocolate Aunt Viv. She was so amazing. She was sassy. She just was.
And I think that was it. I think behind scenes, I think she just probably in their minds was difficult. Because I think she stood in her blackness and was proud of her blackness, unapologetic, and they couldn't just tell her anything. And they probably, in white America and in white Hollywood, that was too much for them. And they were like, you can be replaced. And not only are we going to replace you, we're going to brighten it up a little bit. And that's what they did. And
she was super talented.
Ballerina, dancer.
She was articulate. She was funny.
Yes.
She was serious. She gave you everything in
everything.
Little light skin Viv, she didn't make that. She was not impactful at all.
Not at all.
And not that she probably wasn't a good actress, just
she wasn't right for that.
No, that was her role.
It was her role.
Not replace her, someone who did so well in that role with this woman. So what? I don't even think
they needed to come.
They did another chocolate woman. I don't think it would have matched.
She would have had to have her chops up.
Yeah.
And because she was lighter and didn't have the chops, we felt like we were given subpar in a way just to replace her. So I was telling Tomeeka that we need to think about the people we haven't spoken to and why haven't we spoken to
reconciliation.
Yes, reconciliation. It's time, because we never thought we would be in this pandemic, and here we are. First of all, people are alone. You can't see anyone. It's time to reflect. You should be thinking, why did we stop speaking again? Because she borrowed something and never paid it back. Girl, that $20 don't matter no more, or whatever it is. And I understand because I'm in a situation like that. One of my best friends, we are not speaking, and we're both Aries. And the last time we didn't speak, this is not the first time, this is like the third time. But it's childish. So maybe I need to practice what I preach, but I know I did reach out to No Prevail. So I don't know how much reaching out you are supposed to do. If someone gives you an olive branch, you might want to pick an olive, but if you keep, putting your olive branch, I can't say that, olive branch out, and there's no, chance or no type of feedback, then I don't know. I just don't want to go away like that. I just want to make sure I'm on the right page with everybody. Right now I am. That's the one person that I really don't understand. But people do go through things, and sometimes they don't let you know what they're going through because of their pride, being prideful.
And we're prideful people.
Right. And again, an Aries just prideful. Like me. So East Coast Aries at that. So we both whatever. I don't, But I'm like, time is short. Life is short.
Auntie Viv and Will, the history between them was so murky and so ugly for so many years. I think you had to be like Team Will or Team Aunt Viv.
Yeah, because she felt some sort of way
for years.
Yeah,
and she was
slighted.
About it. She was because she said, and there's a video where she said that this cost her her livelihood. She lost everything, and she felt like it was because Will had something to do with it. Which I don't know if he was the reason behind it, but I felt like she felt like, had he spoke up in her defense, then it would have been okay. Because even if he would have spoke up for her for future roles, maybe she would have been okay. And
she might have been blackballed because I never saw her again.
She was blackballed, and she was very, very vocal about it. So the fact that Will finally, and like he said, it was a video where he said, I practice all of these things.
Yes.
And here was my moment to practice what I've been preaching for so many years.
That was a lot.
That was everything. It's no different than, I mean, if you guys remember when Oprah and Iyanla had their
yes. Ooh. Yeah.
And then hopefully one day when Monique and Oprah and Tyler and everybody has their little, thing.
That would be a good example for them to get together and show people, because right now it's so toxic. Especially Monique is very strong-willed, and she feels how she feels. They have slighted her in her eyes, and we need to see that. That would be great. That would be a really great moment.
We need to see it, because in our community alone, I mean, we have this. Once trust is broken, it is so hard to get it back, and it is ways that you can, like, healing and forgiveness is usually not about the other person. It's really about you and your like, it keeps you in bondage. So we're all trying to grow. How do you grow when you have this thorn just, that you're always like, that's dealing with? It's like, so Auntie Viv couldn't get past this point, and just to see her in that video shoot with them, and just to see how
it was great. It was
great. It was
everything. Me too.
Yeah, so it's like, we all can get to this place. Now, maybe it shouldn't take 27 years, but sometimes life happens, and life happens, and life happens, and oh my God, it's 27 years. But,
27 years.
If we start to see more of these things happen and unfold in a public way, because personally, I'm not in your world, or you're not in my world, but publicly, when we see it unfold like that, it makes us a little more open to the healing process. Because, like, it did something to you where you feel like, well, maybe is it my turn to reach out again, or is it her turn, or how does this work?
Right. How does this work? And here's the thing, is the fear of rejection. First of all, I didn't even know we weren't speaking. So I was reaching out like, what's up? Where we going? Da, 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 da. Nothing, crickets. And I was like, oh, I guess we're not speaking. Okay. That's what we're doing. But because of COVID and everything, I really want to know how she's doing. Right. How's her family? I still got love for her. I swear, if anything happened, I would be devastated. If she needed anything right now, I'd be over there. It's such a long story with us. But I don't know. It's you got to meet someone halfway. So I'm quite sure 27 years happened where both of them were ready to come together.
Right.
If you only have one person coming to the plate and the other one will not meet you, then you've done your part. And I feel like I've done my part. Can I reach out again? I could. Maybe it's time to send a greeting card. I sent some to a bunch of people maybe 2-3 months ago.
That's sweet.
You got one, huh?
No.
Yes, you did. I gave it to you in your hand.
Oh, that's different.
Oh, my God.
I didn't mail people. I need a stamp.
Well, you was over here. I was like, here you go. But, I sent a lot out, and everybody called. Everybody was so, they were like, oh my God, thank you.
And so she got one that she never received?
No, I didn't send one to her, but maybe I need to do another round. Yeah. And I don't want people that didn't get one to feel slighted. It's just, that was a thought that day. I said I did about 10, and now I'm over it, now moved on. But maybe something in my brain should say once a quarter, I should say, okay, it's spring now. Let me send out my spring cards. It's fall now. Let me send out my fall cards. Little hellos, thinking about you, because there's nothing like a handwritten note. I'm a sucker for that. Thank you. You thought about me. You took out a pen. People don't handwrite anything anymore. So when I get a handwritten note, even if it's a card and you write on the side, I save all my cards. So I need to really, pick it up a notch, not to put too much pressure on myself, because I have a lot on my plate. We can only do what we can do. That's it.
Old Seven Bell said what? Hand delivered cards aren't the same as the ones getting in the mail. LOL. Getting anything not a bill. That's true. And not that I wasn't appreciative, because it was totally unexpected.
Yes, you
But
would have
yeah.
gotten it in the mail.
But yeah,
Just
the
pretend.
thing in the mail, because you're not expecting
Exactly. You saw it in
and
the
it's
mail.
not a
You're
bill.
like,
It's
oh,
like, oh,
yeah.
somebody thought about me, and it's not even my birthday.
Right.
It's not even just a holiday. It's just a hello. How are you? Thank you.
Yes.
So, but I also I came across this tweet today. So we have about 15 minutes if we decide to get off.
Did you read that?
If we decide to get off early. I wanted to address
What's this one?
It says
If COVID never happened, would you be the same person you are now?
Isn't that good?
No, I wouldn't.
So people,
I'm
here's
working
some
like a
questions
slave
for
over
the
here.
night. If COVID never happened, would you be the same person you are now? I would hope
Interesting.
that
You
COVID
go
has
first.
taught us a few lessons. For me, I've never spent so much time in a house ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I look, I love my bed, okay? I have an affair with my bed and it's amazing. And then I have someone who doesn't bother me about that. You know, it's so amazing to have a mate who's just like, yeah, baby, go get rest. So
And you don't
that
feel,
part, don't feel like you're being a lunch. You know what I'm saying? I've been in relationships where they're like, you still sleeping? Mind your business. How is me and my sleep bothering you? You know, so to be in a place where my kids are respectful of my sleep, even though we're all in the house at the same time, doing exactly the same thing on most days, which is nothing.
Right.
And everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you're either doing nothing or you're doing everything. So
there's no midway. Right.
There is no, and I will say this.
In between.
Had COVID not happened, I wouldn't even appreciate how much I actually am blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like these people that I am in quarantine with, and it's a lot of people in my house. It's always Grand Central Station. So, but it's like to be in a place in my life where there is no animosity, there is no walking on eggshells, it's just zen. I've been able to be a part of an anthology book. I've been able to do the April and Tomeeka show. I've been able to help develop this fabulous lipstick line. You know, I've been busy.
Yes.
And even though it doesn't quite feel like it because it has been feeling like this.
Right.
It's felt like not a vacation, but it's felt like, wow, I'm so glad I like where I am in life. Like, I can't even imagine being in a horrible, relationship. I couldn't imagine being where, you know what, the most that I feel about COVID more than anything and what I've learned about myself is I don't like food as much as I thought I did.
Good.
Because, I'm tired of eating the same old things.
Right.
But other than that, the growth that's taking place, I thought I would have read way more books than I have.
Oh, girl, me too.
I haven't. I watch way more TV than I care to.
I love it.
But I think in this next phase, I want to write another book, my own book. I want to write the book.
We should have read more.
I want to read more. That's what I was about to say. I want to read more.
We only read one chapter.
It's so sad.
It's so sad.
I think I got to chapter 2. But I've been reading excerpts from other books, but I plan to read Obama's book. I plan to read all these other. Yeah, I buy books like I buy clothes.
I do too.
So I don't understand why I'm not reading. And that's so out of all the things I wish I could do, I haven't been the reader that I plan to do in my head.
That's me too.
So you go ahead.
I think.
And what's the question again?
If it wasn't for COVID, if COVID never happened, would you be the same person? Right? I wouldn't be the same person because I'd still be at work. So this time has given me time to reflect and do some projects and get them across the finish line. So the one thing I am disappointed in myself is reading. Because when I'm at work, all people hear me like, God, I wish I was home. I really want to read this book. Oh, I wish I was home. I could read this book. And now that I'm home, I picked up 2 books One from Grace told me to get. I got it. I read one page, put it down. Then you and I challenged ourselves to read one chapter, and we did. And once I read it, I was like,
oh, journaling and meditating.
Oh my God. So
journaling and meditating.
Have not done, I meditated like for a week and that was it. I felt like I accomplished that, then stopped. But the reading is really getting on me. Like I make a schedule every day in this book and reading is on there. I never get to reading because as soon as I go to read, I fall asleep. So the reading, yes. Projects, I am super excited because I didn't know I had this much in me. I talk all day.
You are amazing.
I am live every day. And I nonstop talk, and I just love connecting with people. So I love it, right? Royale and I have been doing this for a long time, but it feels good to be out on my own. Not only on my own, I have a show with a girlfriend where I can be myself and I don't have to worry about Royale and what he thinks or whatever. We're talking about whatever we want to talk about, and it's from a woman's perspective. Mm-hmm. Because when I'm with Royale, it's why that's just so, literal and da-da-da-da. I don't want to hear that fucking shit. I want to be with my girlfriend and laugh and joke and say period, poo, and whatever. I can be myself with her. Not that I'm not myself with him. It's just different. So then I have my own show where I'm just April. I have Mom Talks. So I would have never done this. Me and Tomeeka started one Thursday. She was like, let's go live. And this is how it started. It was her. And it's just growing and it feels good. It feels right. And I just can't wait to, when this is over, to be out there visiting your city, your state, and coming to meet and touch and greet you guys. So that's where this is going. With the stuff in the house, I'm getting small projects done. We're doing the door. We did the laundry room. It's like Royale always says, ask what you want. Tell me what you want and I'll do it. So I'm asking. I asked him to do the laundry room. It was a dull color beige. It's supposed to be white. I want it stark white. I want to put up paper. He did everything I asked. So I see that we're growing. I'm planting food. I'm growing food. I'm thankful for the time. The pandemic itself is awful, but it's given me time to woosah and relax. Just like Tomeeka said, watching TV, I'm in fucking heaven. I'm not in the bed as much as Tomeeka, but when I am, I'm cozy. I can watch 6 episodes and no, I don't have to get up at 4:00 in the morning to be on set and work.
And I fall asleep and
yeah, it just feels good, to be whatever this is. So I'm happy about that. I just hope that we can continue this, when this is over, that it won't stop. And I don't think it will. Just have to put some other things in place so I can free myself up. And that's been another thing, my nail polish business, getting that back on track that I stopped in 2016.
Yes.
Because of work, I need to make money. The kids got to go to school. It's about me now. You know what I mean? It's my time to be myself and be with my girlfriends and enjoy life. So sad about the pandemic, but in the same breath, actually really, Royce and Ross are excited that they're home. It's just been, and I know I complain, but it's nothing like family. Just like Tomeeka said, there's nothing like family and being accepted. And, I know I'm crazy. If I want to lay in the bed all day, I did that last week. I didn't get out my pajamas. It felt good. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, guys. So, yeah.
How much money are you investing in loungewear?
Well, I went to Ross, and for some reason they had caftans. Is it caftans? Yeah.
The things with the zipper?
No, but a pullover, but they're suede.
Okay.
They had every
Is it a
pattern.
jumpsuit?
I will show you when we're finished. I'll go get one.
Not right now.
And let me tell you, they weren't expensive, so I got like 6 of them. And the colors felt like they were Afro.
She didn't.
I know.
I
should have got you some because I feel like a princess when I'm walking around here.
Oh,
they just flow in the wind, and I'm like, "Go ahead, Ross." And the colors make it feel like they were meant for us. I promise you, like kind of printy African print.
Okay.
So I haven't spent a lot, but I have been cognizant that when I'm out to get me some loungewear. How about you?
In the beginning, I bought a lot, and now I'm over it.
You're over it? What does your
Yeah.
loungewear look like?
I mean, Victoria's Secret little stuff that you can wear around the house that kind of looks like it can go outside if I want to.
Yeah.
Things like that. But now I'm just like onesies and, things like that.
Yeah, I have like 2 onesies, just comfortable stuff. Like, yeah, if I want to go outside and water the plants or whatever, I can still walk out there and do it. Nothing's too sexy. I still got the kids here.
So we're saying all of these things to let you guys know that here's the deal. We may be at this shit again.
Yeah.
This is round 2, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And
get comfy.
Get comfortable. Get creative.
Yes.
Start doing everything that you ever dreamt of doing and just do it. Like, look, some of us won't be here, unfortunately, when this shit is over with. The singer Jeremiah was in intensive care. He was in. He's still in intensive care. But I'm saying it does not have an age restriction. It doesn't. It's not a black thing or a white thing or an old person's thing. 1 million kids have been diagnosed with it. I'm not sure how many kids are passing away, but here's the deal. 250,000 people have lost their lives due to COVID. So you may or may not be around. So some of y'all are sitting on a book. Write your goddamn book, okay?
Right.
Some of you aspire to be the most amazing makeup artist in your thing. Get online and start doing your makeup.
Just do it. I'll watch you.
Do it online. Yes. And then send it to us and send it to your friends and just do whatever is in your heart to do. Something that you would do for free. Nobody has to pay you. We're doing this for free. We love it, okay? Like, I was thinking I should dress up because this may be my last time coming to April's house.
That's so sad.
If you want to dress up tomorrow just because,
just dress up.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like, stop waiting for all these rules and all these things.
There's no more rules.
There is no more rules.
That's
the rules are gone.
They're
what rules?
done.
What rules? You got a president who won't fucking follow a rule.
Right.
And y'all worried about a rule.
Right.
Okay? You want to wear white tomorrow? Go fucking wear some goddamn white. You want to wear shorts and it's snow outside? Wear shorts and some damn boots. Like, there's no more rules, okay?
There really isn't.
The kids that's online, stop stressing yourself out about it. Make it fun for them.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself as much as possible. No, it's not an ideal situation. I had parent-teacher conferences with my kids' teachers today, and literally one is trying to figure out how she connects to my kid. I said, possibly, and she's the 5-year-old, I said, maybe talk to her a little bit before class or a little bit after class. Because she said, I met her through Zaya last year, and I haven't seen that Nia show up. I'm like, yeah, because it's like 1,200 of y'all on her screen, and she doesn't know who you are at this point, and you don't know who she is, so it's kind of hard. I said, but it is ways around it, and we don't, look, I'm not judging her, don't judge my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's stop judging the whole system of it all, because none of us asked for this shit. We're here now.
Right.
Okay? Let's make the best of it. Let's make it work for ourselves. What's the black lady name who was the first millionaire?
Oh, C.J. Walker.
Madam C.J. Walker did it in a recession, okay? You guys.
Really?
You're sitting on,
That wasn't
not a recession, but back where they had no goddamn money. It might have been a goddamn recession for them. I don't know if it was an actual recession, but I think it was. So I'm just saying, whether it was a recession or not, they had pennies. Hello? And she became a millionaire off of pennies.
Well, guess what? This pandemic has created a lot of millionaires.
Yes.
Let's be clear.
And I would love to know that you guys are one of them so I can hit y'all up. So let's do this.
Some of my people I talked to on Mom Talks, this one girl, I told y'all, you got to watch the Mom Talks. I'm very specific on who I have on. This young girl, I didn't know her from a can of paint, yet or even text me after. She bought the book. Mm-hmm. She did this step-by-step guide to flipping palettes. Mm-hmm. She put it on about 4 to 6 slides, Word docs, and it just kind of slid. I was like, that's it? That was it. She sold $500,000 worth. $500,000. She done bought 2 properties. She is all of 27 years old. You got to put it out there. People want to know. So I'm just saying. And then I saw this guy today. If you follow him, it is something about publishing, licensing books. So there is a group of people that write books and sell their license to you. They don't care if you rewrite it. That's why they're there. Take every word verbatim. You paid them. It was like $7 a license. How to plan your day, how to whatever, like how to books, how to garden, who really cares? You just want to know how. And we're not buying the book only to learn how to garden. I'm buying the book because you wrote the book, Tomeeka, and I like you, Tomeeka. So I'm gonna buy the book. I'm not trying to get you for perjury because I don't really care, but at least you won't get fined or anything because you're buying the license to the book. This young lady told me about this about 8 years ago about licensing books that people have already written. And I started one, How to Visit New York City, because people land and don't know what to do. So it was going to be about 20 different places you could go. Yeah, go get your cat sandwich. Like, you got to know where to go get your pastrami sandwich, where to go get the best pizza. Don't forget the Bronx Zoo. It sounds stupid, but I'm from LA. I've never been to New York. I'm going to need that book. $9.99. Thank you. And it's just a guide. Take this train if you're staying in Manhattan. If you're in Brooklyn, this is how you get there. You just got to do the work. So I say that to say there's so many ways.
You got a book in you.
You got a book, especially ebooks. And I'm not saying you have to do it that way. How to bake a cake. 10 of my great grandma's recipes. Like, y'all missed that for Thanksgiving. You could have did your stuffing. You could did your candy yams. You could have did your mac and cheese.
Start tomorrow. Hey,
we're going to be here for a long time.
Come to my channel tomorrow. Not mine. I'm saying yours. Come to my channel tomorrow. Learn how to make the best sweet potato pie for Thanksgiving.
Turn on your live. Everybody's on live. Just go on live. Yeah.
You guys, everybody's bored. Nobody's watching TV anymore.
No.
Only us two. Okay. So, they're watching their phones. Okay.
I have my group, and just like you like watching us, there's people we like to watch. I watch Darius. I watch a bunch of people. Super. I watch Hood Healer. When they're not on, I am mad because I don't have anything to watch during the day while I'm doing all this work. I need a distraction. So those are my people. I love watching Darius in the kitchen cooking. And I see y'all like me cooking. So I plan on turning on the camera while I'm cooking and having a drink.
April is the hardest working girl during Corona, okay? You guys should be figuring out what's your angle, what's your lane, how can you change careers? You hate your job. You go to your job every day, you hate it. What do you want to do?
Don't ever go back. Figure out how to replace.
You don't have to.
Right. Do the math. I always tell Tomeeka, if I can make X dollars of money, I'm not going back. And if I go back, I will have hard bullet points. Am I personal? What am I doing? Like, I'll go back, but it's got to be cushy because at this point, I don't have to just take anything. And that feels good. I don't have to go back and grind the way I used to grind. Mm-hmm. I'm going back with something very specific in mind. If it's not that, I am
Some of
good.
You are amazing resume writers. Do an ebook about it.
Right.
Like, it's just so many ways to monetize this shit. And look, we're not going to tell y'all this every week, but here's the deal. Get your happy on, figure out what makes you happy in life, and just go for it.
Right.
Stop being miserable. Stop being sad. Stop, woe is me. Oh my God, they laid me off. Okay, but you asked for some of these things in life. You asked for a reset. You asked for
this is the
time
reset.
At home. You asked to be a stay-at-home mom. You're a stay-at-home mom. Okay?
Now you mad.
Yeah, do that shit. Be the best. I never wanted to be a goddamn stay-at-home mom. I didn't ask for this shit. So my kids ain't at home, okay? Because I don't like it. Okay? But some of y'all desire to be a stay-at-home mom. Some of you want to just cook meals and love on your family all day. If that's what you want to do, now enjoy the break.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. But then figure out how to make this shit work. Maybe you make your house a pod house. I would pay you to have my kids do their Zoom at your house and cook and eat your food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so trust and believe, it's a million bees out there that will pay you. So ask around. Hey, I'm not ever going back to work, but I love kids and I love to make sure that all the kids are good.
Right.
Here's what I'm offering. For $50 a week, your kids can do their Zoom at my house.
Right.
You understand?
And I love it. Right.
Your kids already there. Get you some money out the deal. Hello?
Right.
Stop acting like you have to go back to that job that's not going to exist in a few days. It's just not going to be there. You know who you are. You don't need for them to fire you. You don't need for them to tell you that our stores get ready to close in 30 days because you can already see what's happening.
Yeah, that is so smart. I went to Griffith Park on one of these days this week. I went out and had lunch, social distance with a friend, and there was a teacher there, and she had about 4 kids, and they were doing their assignment, and the parents just kind of hung out. Like, you got to get creative. Hire a tutor, which is now going to be the teacher, and figure out. Just and like
that teacher is not actually teaching; they're helping your kids with their Zoom.
Maneuver, right? Get around that Zoom, and then they had physical ed. Most kids aren't even getting out. They were able to stretch, and they were doing their yoga, and they couldn't have been more than 7 years old, and it felt good. Again, it was only 4 of them plus the teacher. The parents got to woosah on the side like, thank you, Jesus. You know what I mean? They needed a break. And I was like, that is so smart. You know, if you're in an apartment building or a nice complex or cul-de-sac and all the kids around the same age getting on the same bus.
Parents that will pay you. Okay?
Switch off on houses and figure it out so each parent can get, it's my week. I'm off. Jesus. Okay, you got everything. Goodbye. That must be nice. So there's ways to do it. You just have to get creative.
You guys have to be creative.
Yeah.
Madam CJ Walker did this shit. I know it was in a depression. She did
I gotta
look
that up.
And she did hair care products. Okay, y'all.
The rest
you're
is
sitting
history.
on some money. Just start thinking. And here's the deal: God will give you the thought. You have to just do the action.
You gotta execute.
You gotta put it to action. You know, you gotta come up with a plan and just make it happen.
And I know I'm over here struggling, but you can do it. If I could do it, you can do it. If Super could do it, you could do it. If Mess in a Bottle can do it, you can do it. All the people I follow, Rainbow and Quartz, if you go to her, will have you selling something outside. She is so positive. She was like, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
And all of you can do it.
Yep.
All of you. Your kids can do it.
Sell some t-shirts.
Some of your kids, if you got 5 kids, 2 of them are entrepreneurs.
And you should make that a thing.
Yeah.
You're sitting home, you should come up make them all think about what's the one thing you want to sell, or what is it that you want to do that you can monetize. Explain what monetization is.
YouTube. Everybody's not a YouTube star because y'all, here's the deal. It takes a certain personality for this shit to happen long term, especially when their kids and their minds and their brains are not fully developed yet. Just because your kid is cute, YouTube may not be that option, okay? Maybe it's something that they like art, or they can skate, or they can dance, and send them to your kid's house and let them dance outside as a party gift for someone who's quarantined. But what I'm saying is, everybody want a YouTube star, right? Yeah, a lot of these YouTube stars that was young are killing themselves. So know your kid.
Right.
Know who they are. Know that, okay, if they start this and how, the comments will affect them. If they can't take the comments of you and your spouse and their sibling, don't let them get in front of millions of viewers and they can't take what's being said on a daily basis and fuck their futures up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So again, watch out who you're grooming and what's going on. I think some of us want our kids to be so famous so fast for any amount of money that we're not
sell your soul to the devil.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, some of these kids are not,
everybody can't be.
No, they can't.
The one little boy on there that's making 22 million a year. So what else was I going to say about that? I had a point about being creative. This is the time to teach your kids. They never have, you can start now. You never have to work for anything. You see mommy baking these pies. You see mommy making these hair clips. You see mommy making this soap.
And they have a gift already. They're naturally gifted at something. You already see it.
In your home. So
you say,
incorporate it. Let them package for you. So when they get out of there, because college is going to be the thing of the past soon. I believe it. Because they have already written articles saying college will never be the same. You know what I'm saying? It won't, because, I had a girlfriend drop off masks. I had some masks. Remember I said I couldn't come by because I had these masks made for the kids in Royale, and she was dropping them off right when I was supposed to go over there. So I was like, oh, she didn't want to mail them. She's like, I want to bring them. And so she stood over there and I stood here and we talked. And we were just cracking up about Phoenix University. Because back in the day, when people like, oh, I got my master's from Phoenix, people's like, online? Child, what online?
Now
That is
everybody's online.
I said Harvard's online, Yale's online, DeVry's online, Brown. I said, how fast we used to laugh at those people and discard or discredit their degree because Phoenix of Arizona, whatever it's called. We were like, oh my God, it's true. Just 2 years ago, somebody told me they got their degree. I was like,
She said
you
2 years
what?
ago.
So now Phoenix is like, bitches.
Creative Clutches said online is the best college nowadays. How about
Yes.
online is the only college nowadays?
But it's so funny. I know
is.
Phoenix is like, told y'all bitches, you can do this shit at online and get the
in your
same.
bedroom.
So they are miles ahead because this is the only way they operated. So they had this shit down to a science 10, 15 years ago.
Did. More than that.
Yeah, a long time. We're
T
catching up.
says, yes, I am taking free courses online right now from Harvard. Yes. T, I did that too, and I didn't finish the
We
goddamn
need
course.
to take
Now,
time.
be clear. It's available, y'all. All of these things are available. Free everything. Okay? Groupon has everything. Bartending, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. You can get everything for cheap right now. Okay? And barter
Just take
with
some
your
classes.
friends.
Yeah.
Barter with your friends. Learn how to barter.
Excuse
You
me.
know, hey, I don't have this, but I can give you this. I can spend time tutoring your kid with this if you can make my family dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it's no need to be overwhelmed. You just have to figure out what it is. We're so used to doing shit by ourselves, for ourselves, that we forget we are a community, you know?
And that's why I always say, find your village.
Yes.
What does your village look like? That was my Mom Talks on Monday. What's your village look like?
Yep.
Get together with your 4 great friends, girlfriends, and figure some shit out. Like she said, 1 week, everybody cook. It's a communal. You pick up and keep it moving instead of ordering out. If you are confident everybody is COVID free and they've been doing their thing, staying home, there's nothing wrong. I would rather eat from a friend than go to Chick-fil-A because they're not testing. It's against the law for them to take their temperature. You can't really ask any questions. And I didn't know this until my girlfriend that works in the food industry said they cannot ask them. And they cannot. I know.
That makes
and that's where we're getting our food. And these people are coming to work sick because they can't afford to stay home. Unemployment is not enough. They'll make more money going to work.
Or they have to come because Johnny then took off because he's sick.
Right.
You got to come in.
That's right. I'm sick too.
You know?
It don't matter. Come sling these burgers.
Look, if you don't come in, you fired. That's
right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get what, a measly $300 a week when you were making $800. I need the $800, so I'm gonna muster up. Oh, now that's what I'm saying. Oh my God! Segue into what I forgot about the super spreader wedding. They said like 3 or 4 people knew they were sick. They knew they were feeling ill. Temperature. It wasn't a high temperature, but they went to work anyway. They said they were, I read the article, they were already showing signs of being ill and still went to work. Oh my God. And it just caused a rip. It's hundreds of people. I'm not going to say thousands. 83 turned into hundreds of people. So that's when you think, oh, it's just a little get together. I'm not doing Thanksgiving. We're not cooking on Thursday. I will be in the bed chilling. I will wake up on Friday, and we are just having Joey and his kids over, and we're having a big dinner. And I don't even want to call it a Friendsgiving. I'm having dinner for my family, and that's it. But we're not doing it on Thursday because Joey was like, and I told Joey he's a bully because he always has me cooking and he says this little things that used to get to me. And today,
what did he say?
Today he was like, oh, so now we're not doing Thanksgiving.
No, we're not.
You're feeding into that. I said, no.
Oh
I said, once you have time here, they keep us in this rat race. They keep our minds busy. They keep us hustling for the next dollar. So you don't have time to do the research to understand what Thanksgiving is about, what 4th of July is about. They want you to not get educated. But now that we have some time, bitch, I done got educated and I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving. Now, I may cook on that day, but it won't be like Happy Thanksgiving. I said, Joey, you're a bully. I said, and that's right. And if you don't want to come on Friday, you don't have to. And Gabby, you can tell him I said it. I said, but now that I understand what it's on the back of, I said, I can no longer participate. I said, what happened before? I was raising kids. I was uneducated or miseducated in school that I fell along with it. There's a lot of things people are going to get an aha moment and suddenly stop doing it, but you can't fault them for waking up. You have to stay woke. That's how you learn in life. So if it's this holiday that I became woke, I'm woke.
Exactly.
Right. If you want to eat on Thanksgiving, make some goddamn food on Thanksgiving for yourself. I'm doing it on Friday. He said, so what you doing Thursday? I said, I'm going to probably be in the bed, cuddled up, watching a Hallmark movie. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not catering to you anymore, Joey. You can't bully me. And I mean that in the nicest way. But I told him to his face, I said, it's Friday. And then he thought, because I called it Friendsgiving, how many people coming? Are we invited? I said, Joey, it's just you and your family. I said, no, don't invite no friends.
What?
None of my friends are coming.
They'll eat. They'll show up.
I said, he said, what you cooking? I said, I bought a small ass turkey. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm cooking the things I like. Gabby's gonna make the macaroni and cheese, and we're just gonna chill out at home. Nothing big, because I used to go completely bananas.
That was your big deal.
That was my big deal, and trust me, it hurts. But when the world opens up again and the kids, if they ever go back to school. I came over your place last year.
Oh, wait a minute. Next week will be Thanksgiving. So what are we doing? I guess we're going to be doing it from out. So here's the deal. I'm going to have
Thursday.
Friendsgiving on Thanksgiving Day, which you all call Thanksgiving Day. I just call Thursday, the 26th. The 27th is my baby girl's birthday. So normally I would have wanted to do it on that Friday, but I have to figure out how to celebrate my baby.
And y'all be safe, because they're saying that day is going to cause so many super spreaders.
We're not doing a family get together. But I'm just saying, my daughter keeps asking for a horse. She wants a horse. She doesn't want a play horse. She wants a fucking
real
horse. Here's the deal. I may take her horseback riding for her birthday. I've explained to this kid that nobody's getting a horse, but she told everybody who's asked her that she wants a live horse. And she's clear. She's 5. She's clear that she needs to have a horse at the house. And everybody's like, well, where are you going to put the house? Oh, the horse can go out back and run around. And they're like, okay, well, how are you going to clean up after the horse? And it's nut says, oh, I'll clean up the poop. So that's my Nia. So
that is Nia.
Friday we'll be celebrating Nia's birthday.
Oh, I'm so
you will be celebrating your Friendsgiving Day.
I'll send her a cupcake. Thursday, I'm going to be chilling. So y'all have a nice time. Don't have too many people over, everyone.
We will not have anybody over. I don't even know where I'm going to do it. I'm thinking possibly at a friend's house, we'll do skating outside at her house.
That's cute.
And that's that.
Social distancing.
And she's already told me we can prepare a few tables and do
that
it
would
like
be
that.
Nice.
That would.
And I think the weather's going to be good.
So yeah.
That would be
nice.
Nice.
That is that.
Yeah.
Right, one of the pregnant boys. So she can have
Hi, Angelique.
Pony. That's cute. That's smart.
Yes.
2 for 1. She wanted a 2 for.
So crazy. Just be careful.
Everybody celebrate your Gratitude Day, your Friendsgiving Day, your Pilgrims and Indians Day. We choose not to celebrate traditional Thanksgiving anymore because,
I really got an eye opener. Yeah.
Once we're awake, it's like you cannot unlearn the information.
You cannot. And then he goes, well, what's so different about Christmas? Christmas, nobody was killed and, I said, for me, it's totally different. I said, I'm not putting up a tree this year. I said, only because it's COVID. I said, but I will be celebrating Christmas, the holiday, meaning not a whole lot of gifts. We're not spending a whole lot of money, but I like my house to look nice and stuff like that. I said, but he thinks if I do one, I should do the other. One is really tragic and the other one really isn't. It's just materialistic. They have us bought into the gift of giving and spending money versus people being killed. I said, there's a total difference for me. So I'm going to be joyous and I'm going to be festive next year. We're able to do what we used to do, I'll still have my holiday party. And it's never on that day, it's the day before. So again, it is a Friendsgiving, it's a party for my friends.
Exactly.
You don't have to call it anything. It's the day before. And, I would love to have people over in 2021. So we'll see about that. Let's see, we have 2 questions. So Dawn Marie, no, that's not Dawn Marie. Dawn Carey, random. Jeezy and Gucci on Versus right now. I'm my head.
In my head, I guess.
Oh, in my head.
Like, does Jenny Ma understand?
Where's the rest? How you get the rest? Uh-oh.
Okay, we don't know the rest of the question.
Is there a way to get the rest of that question? Anybody know? Oh, that's sad.
Okay, Dawn, we can't get all of your questions.
We can't get all your. Is she still sick? Is she better? I really don't know how to get that question. I think Versus should be over. I don't know who won, who didn't win. Okay, Tiffany Harrison. Can we do a ladies trip when this pandemic is over? The mommies need a break. Oh, yes. That is a really good question. I
think we're going to be thinking about that.
Yeah.
Does she understand her man's rap language? Yeah, she understands, because I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there we go.
Once you get with the dude, Dawn, okay, so Dawn's question is, random question, she said, does she think that Jenny Ma understands? First of all, Jenny Ma.
She does understand.
I would think that she understands her man's rap language. She knew what she was getting herself into. Anybody who gets with a man usually Google searches him. If he's a rapper or an artist, you start listening to his music. She knows what he's about.
And she's for it.
She's all for it.
Because she went the safe route before and it didn't work out. Mm-hmm. So I think she's betting taking a chance on this. She's like, you know what? What do I have to lose? I went the right way.
She said Jenny is hood. It seemed like Jenny was always hood, even with a white boy.
And her mother is hood too. I love it. Sometimes opposites attract.
Oh, she only dated black men before she married the white guy. Okay,
where is she now? She's back.
Where she goes.
Yeah.
Where she go black and never black. And here's the deal with Jenny. Jenny, she was faking with the white guy, it seems, because
it's probably image. They probably talked her into it. You're on a talk show. It would be good for your career. She like, fuck this career. I'm going with Jesus.
And then not only that, she was like, I'm not having no babies. I'm not. Now she's ready to have babies.
Oh, she want to have babies now?
Girl, bye. She didn't change her.
She did not want no kids.
Yes.
She in love.
She did a Kim Kardashian. Kim would not when she married that first little basketball player.
Oh yeah.
She would not take his last name. Married Mr. West, and now she's Kim West. Girl, sit down. They changed real quick for the black man, okay?
Well, he was half black too. He was half black.
The status black man.
Yeah,
okay?
The status. Yeah, so, that's true.
Black man, be careful. That's all
I'm out there. And so to the girl trip, Tiffany Harris, of course. Yes. When Tomeeka and I are out around the country and doing our thing, I would love to do a once a year ladies retreat or more than once, whatever works into our schedule to do that. This is what this is about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said Kim Kardashian. I'm sorry, people. That was not supposed to be the Kardashians.
We'll figure out if it's going to be like a ladies summit. It's all about women empowerment, and it's also about village. I want people to understand how women should stick together, raise their children together, grow old together, and have these friendships until the day you die.
You know what's funny? So we went to the Mount, where did we go? For Trinity's birthday.
Oh, y'all went to Tomeeka?
We went to Tomeeka. So we went to this little resort place. Mm-hmm. Here's the deal, people. In my life, I imagine that I'm like the Golden Girls when it's all said and done. You know what I'm saying? Because, say for instance, all of us outlive our husbands, right? And we all get our own little condo, not in the same goddamn space, because I don't know about that. But I'm just saying, when we was at the resort, that's how I felt. I was like, all of you people just get these little, it was so cute. Yes. Like, that's why it's important, ladies, that you have a village of positive ladies that can help you grow.
Yep.
You know, it is so important. So when she says we'll do get-togethers after this is all said and done, and we will empower each other. If you become a part of our village in whatever way, whether it's just yearly,
but
we're so clear about our visions for our life that if you stick around us long enough, you're going to grow.
It's going to grow.
You're going to love. You're going to be loved, and you're going to, we hope to extend who we are as people to all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the world is only going to be better if we all start to love each other. Period.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let's stop hating each other. That, as a mirror, let's be a mirror for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the beauty I see in you is the beauty. Like, I'm a reflection of what you see.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if we're all sitting there, what?
It's not gonna work out.
It's just not gonna work. It's like you're stagnant. You're not going anywhere. So you guys, get your group of girls and be great. Because when me and my girls are together, on any level, we empower other women. It's like we see you. We see each other.
And they look at you like, ooh, they laughing and having fun. What are they doing?
Like, and if you don't have that group of that's your team, go get a new team. And it's okay, because if they're out there, they exist. Stop being stagnant. Stop being what your mamas and your aunties and your grandmamas taught you that wasn't fucking right. You understand?
Yep.
We've learned some bad stuff about women, about each other, that keeps us in bondage, and we don't have to be like that.
I love the example Golden Girls, but I also remember, if you need a refresher, go back to what's the one where she burnt the car?
Waiting to Exhale.
Waiting to Exhale.
Yes.
4 or 5 group of them. I love the scene when they're at the house with the fireplace on.
It was beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was their village.
Yeah.
You had one with no good man. You had one getting a divorce. You had one that was single. And what's his name? The tap dancer moved in across the street, and she finally got her some. But the group you need.
That's a good one to see.
Yes.
Oh my God, we haven't seen that in
Please
years.
watch that.
Yes.
That is a good one. That's what a village looks like. It don't need to be a posse of 15, but if it is, so be it. If you're loving each other the way they are.
This is
correct.
True, 2 ways to
you
be.
need to be able to lay on your girlfriend. She need to be able to be in your hair.
With no judgment. Y'all leave the judgment at the door.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be, whenever, especially when you guys go on these trips and y'all act a fool on these trips and come back hating each other. How about going on
that
a trip?
has happened.
Yeah, because you're immature and young and just crazy, okay? But here's the deal. How about going on the trip, not expecting anything from anybody?
No expectations.
Not expecting for it to go horrible or go, just have zero expectations, and then wish for only the best, positive vibes only.
Right.
Because we all
you gotta watch Waiting
hell.
to Exhale.
Yes. We're moody as hell.
But you should know how to judge. If I see she's quiet, okay, she quiet. She thinking
and it's
something
okay.
in her
Don't
head.
take it personal.
Right. She know when I'm in the mood. What's wrong with you, boo? I'm like, she's like, okay. Because everybody has to go through something.
You guys, we go through this thing. We go with a chip on our shoulder because our cousin, auntie, uncle, mama, somebody said, So stop with that. Grow up. Let's just grow up, and let's just all be great. Let's let iron sharpens iron. If you're around a good group of people,
right,
just be great. If you see somebody that's not so great that moment, give them space to get back great, because maybe she's PMSing, maybe she's in a mood, maybe she just heard some shit she couldn't deal with.
And let me tell you something. At this age, most of our friends are 35 and up. If you're in your 40s, you're going to need some support, because that means if your parents and aunties are alive, things are going to start happening, and you're going to need to lean on somebody. Correct. Your father might pass, your mother might pass, your aunt might pass. You're at that age, and you're going to need assistance. You're going to need somebody to watch the kids. Help me pack. Could you make food for us this day? And I was in a group called Mocha Moms until we got kicked out. Then we made our own group, Mom to Mom, here in the Valley. And I am still close with, it's a lot of us. It's a lot of us. And we joke. But one of the moms said when our babies were small, the first exhale started at my house right here. Believe it or not, I used to have white carpet right here. So I was like, we need to get together and just vent. And I've grown with these women, and we never imagined our kids would be in college. We were all stay-at-home moms, and it would be about 30 of us in here. And Royale would be like, when are they going home? And I would look at him like, if you want me to be okay, they can stay. He'd be like, stay all night. They would stay till 3 a.m. That's my village. I have a whole nother village, but we are now all working. Some have moved to Atlanta. I don't see them as much. But Monday when I went live, they were all on there, and they were like, Tammy made a comment. She was like, when they were 5, we need to buy some land and build our village. She said, because I'm growing old with you heifers. That's what she said.
Yes.
And we are now in motion to look for our property because we're going to do it. At some point, we're going to get the property, and we're going to have land, and we're going to build a house, and we're not every day be there. You know, I'll go to Italy, someone will be home, but our base will be there. And I think you need to find your village, whatever that looks like. If it's one apartment building and everybody get an apartment in that building where y'all can go down to the rec room, I'm not saying they got to be old like that playing bingo, but you have to understand we're not getting any younger. And I want to be around women that I love.
You know what I tell my girls all the time, and this includes you, April, too, is that here's the deal. We are the aunties and the mamas that we need the advice from.
Yes.
Okay? Like, we're that group now.
I know.
Unfortunately, we're it. And I'm not ready, okay?
They call me auntie all day. I'll be like,
but
what
here's
do you mean,
the
auntie?
deal. But here's the deal, y'all. So you have to figure out who you want to spend the rest of these, moments with.
Yes.
Somebody's going to lose a mama. Somebody's going to lose a daddy. Somebody's going to lose their favorite auntie, And guess what? You're up next. You have to gather everybody around for the repast, and you have to gather everybody around for, so we're it.
We're it.
And I'm like, the fuck? How are we it so soon?
I know.
Here's the deal.
It went really fast.
And now we have to, all of the things that our big mamas and aunties and grandmas taught us, we have to now instill in our kids.
In the 3 shades of the world.
So, ladies, we got to start being great today. Yeah. We don't have time. I know y'all not ready. Buckle up. It's time.
It's time. It's time.
We're it.
We're here.
So, I know I feel like I'm 25. I'm actually 47. Thank you, Jesus.
Hi, Shannon.
But here's the deal. We're it. And now that we're it, like April says, I value my sisterhood. Me and my girls used to get together every Thursday for Scandal. We used to have our wine night without
so cute.
Every week. Okay?
That's amazing.
COVID has fucked this shit up. Now, because we don't have that time, we're on a group text, and we love each other daily. You understand? We're telling each other to walk, we're telling each other,
motivation,
inspiring each other. We're doing, every now and then, like I met April after I met my good group that's here now. But I'm just saying, like, your best friend is your best friend for life, right? But there are seasons of other people that will be around you. And whenever you find your tribe, don't diss a tribe because you got your one. You know what I'm saying? You need a tribe. Yeah. Because April brings something to the table that I don't bring to the table. And my girl Karen brings something to the table that Angelique doesn't bring to the table, and so forth.
So then when you have a full circle,
when you have a full circle, like these guys took me out for my birthday this week. It was amazing. And my message to them after the fact was like, you guys are my stars to the moon. I'm the moon. You guys are my stars. You know what I'm saying? We feed each other. We're like light to each other. And I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I've never been one to say, oh, I can't have but this person as my, Trinity's my best friend. But I've always had groups of people in my life that fed my soul. Right. I've never been nice.
Because I don't think one person, even though I'm married to Royale, I still need, like, he is like my guy. Mm-hmm. But besides my guy, I need my girls. And then with my girls, I need other people. I need my coworkers. I need everybody
Everybody helps grow.
Yes. Like Shannon's on here. Shannon is my world. Like, I love Shannon. Shannon doesn't live here, but I have to be okay with that. Shannon has her own friends. She has her own best friend. But all I know is that my relationship with Shannon is my relationship with Shannon. Can nobody touch that? Your relationship with Trinity, nobody can touch that. And I think as you grow older, because I had to learn that as an Aries, very possessive, I want my friends to myself. And that's how me and my best friend broke up before, because I want her to myself. You can't do this and that. And I was like,
that's so Aries of you.
I really lost her because of that. Seriously, it was a huge hurtful relationship because I wasn't inclusive. And because I learned there, I'm very inclusive now because I understand our love together has nothing to do with her love for her other friends. Mm-hmm. Because when I'm with her, bitch, I understand.
It's all love.
Yeah. No one can be who you are. When you know that, then you don't have anything to worry about.
Ladies,
and when I tell you, it took me a minute. I am this age now, knowing that. But 20 years ago, I did not.
Age now?
No.
See? You're never too old to learn that basic, because we've been taught
I had to learn.
No new friends. Remember that shit? No new friends.
I was that.
That is bullshit.
Honey, that was me 20 years ago.
It is bullshit.
Who is that?
You can meet a best friend tomorrow.
I know. I didn't know that.
Tomorrow. And guess what? It doesn't take away from
your
junior high school best friend. It does not. It just adds to the dimension of who you are. Because guess what? My good white girlfriends bring something to the table that my black friends will never be able to bring to the table.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? Preaching to the choir. It took me to lose a whole relationship. She's been married 11, I don't know how many years, but it took over 12 years for me to get that because it broke us up because, long story, she picked somebody else to be her maid of honor and I was livid. How dare you? We've been friends for 25 years. You know, Joey since she was 25. I mean, he was 5 years old. And I lost the relationship. It had nothing to do. And she tried to explain that to me, but my ego and I got crushed. And I have never been there. Tomeeka got her friends. They want to do what they do. Bye. I'm good with it because I am confident in what I bring to the table when I'm with her. But I love all her friends. And I'm so happy that we have gotten to a place where it's inclusive, but some things they don't.
Oh, my friend. Oh, who's the new girl?
And I was the new girl, so I understood it, but I didn't, I know my place, and I'm like, it's
who's
okay.
Who's the new girl? Why she always bringing somebody?
I was that person, and I'm like, but my mom had always taught me, I'm from Brooklyn. I am good by myself. I am an only child. I am good. No one has to be around me because I am the shit no matter what. But I want girlfriends and all, like I said, all my
she's an only child.
My mocha moms, we have all separated. They're not here, So long story short, just cherish the friendships that you have. Be good to the people that love you.
Yes.
And you have a place, if it doesn't work for that moment, like they went to Temecula, I couldn't even go. Not that I wouldn't have gone or whatever, but I needed to be with my husband. You understand? But I don't have to be, and this is what I learned too. An older person told me, you can't do everything. And once I got that, I was good because they didn't invite me here.
For the people in the back, you can't do what?
You cannot do everything. You cannot go everywhere, and you need to be okay with it. Stand in your show. Stay home and read a fucking book. Sometimes you gotta let people do their thing because they just need that time. I'm okay with it. When they come back, I'm here. Like you don't miss anything when you're good with yourself.
Hello.
When you're good with yourself, I'm good.
Hello.
I had just spent 3-4 days with my husband, whisked me off, so I was fulfilled already, and her best friend came out from out of town. I was like, they need that time. You know what I mean? How often does she see her? She was surrounded by her love, her friends, her best friends, Karen and everyone. I was like, they're good. And I was happy for them. I'm like, send me pictures. Like, I'm trying to live through them, But you have to be okay. And it's a level of maturity. You know what I mean? Because at the bottom of it, no one could be you.
Can we start teaching our baby girls that?
Period.
Start teaching them that.
Oh, people are like,
when you're not invited to the party, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Stop beefing over that. Stop beefing over, oh girl, you ain't take me, you took them. Maybe it was one ticket.
Right.
Stop beefing. Stop teaching them that somebody chose somebody else for that moment as opposed to the next moment because it makes them feel bad. Like, here's the deal. I keep teaching my girls that you're enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So someone wants you to come, fine. If they don't, you're still fine.
Right.
You didn't come in this world with nobody. You're not going out with anybody. You are good by yourself. You understand? And so that's why I've never been one to be like, oh, really? You went to da 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 da? I'll do as a hey, do. But I'm so unfucking bothered because I've always had I've had a work crew. I've had my best friend crew, best cousins crew.
I think that's healthy.
I've always had a bunch of people around that serve different purposes. So I'm never that friend
that's right.
I am never mad when, I hear that you guys had a good time without me. I'm like, oh, you guys did. Actually, her and I met through a mutual friend.
And the
mutual friend could be like, bitch, really? Y'all cool like that? No,
cool
Grace
like that.
Is like, oh my God, I'm so glad. I love to see you guys.
I know.
Grace, everybody needs a Grace. Let's just say
they do.
She put us together, and she's like,
and we have not been apart.
The friendship,
it really has. I was like, I love her.
I put people together. When my friends come together and they meet each other,
I know. You put me in Trinity. I went to homecoming like 3 years ago, whatever, and she was like, my best friend lived there, and she should meet you for a party. I was like, come on. When Trinity walked through that door, we took her coat off. Me and Trinity danced and talked like I knew her forever. That was my first time meeting her. My first time. It was raining. The weather was horrible.
She thought she wasn't going to come.
I thought she wasn't come. She was at the door. We danced all night. I had such a good time. But that's a reflection of Tomeeka. And I was like, if it's a friend of Tomeeka's, then I'm okay with it because I know her character. You know what I mean? And her friend came in. She wasn't playing any airs. Like, no, I don't want to dance. We were cutting the rug. I was like, Tomeeka, I love her.
And then a year later after that, we was all in London together, and they were roommates.
It's just, I know. It's just good.
Life's
share.
Too short
share.
To be holding on to your one friend, one and done. This some bullshit. Grow up. Grow up, people.
Because you're going to need them as you get older. Everybody serves a purpose, just
everybody
like she said.
She's talking about moving to Atlanta. We all got a spot to go to in Atlanta. When I say we all, I'm saying me and my girls.
Right.
Like we all have a spot to go to in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
And one of us is talking about buying in Italy. We all have a spot to go to in Italy.
It makes it interesting.
You guys, let's stop being selfish.
Yeah. Women, we got to love each other. We go through a lot. I wish I had my mom. There's so many things I'm going through, menopause and all of this. I have no one to ask. So the younger generation, I'm going to keep myself healthy. So when my grandbaby asks me questions, I'm there to answer those questions. I have nobody. So all I have is my girls. And just like she says, I have different clusters. Sometimes, but here's the thing you have to be aware of. You do have to understand different personalities and don't bring people that you don't think might not mesh, but you might want to give it a try and see if it works. And if it doesn't, then to kind of go out with them on your own and then go out with her on their own.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with trying to make it work. But I promise you're going to need these women as you get older because there's something she gives me, there's something this one gives me, and all collectively, it's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
It grows you. Beautiful thing.
She's intelligent in some things that I don't know anything about. Others bring other things to the table and so forth. We're all
growing and learning. I learn something every day. If you're not learning or having an aha moment once a day, then something's wrong.
Yep.
I'm learning. I'd be like, what? Whether it's a lyric to a song or this plate was supposed to be this way, or I'm like, all these years, I thought this was like this. You just learn. You live and you learn. So just be open. I'm telling you, the universe will reward you.
Yes, it
the
will.
more you're open and giving and come from a good space, you can only be rewarded. You know what I mean?
So I think we have homework, and our homework is Waiting to Exhale. Everybody watch Waiting to Exhale.
I can't wait to watch it again.
Okay? Watch Waiting to Exhale and grow.
And grow.
And just
That's
grow.
your community.
And stop being a petty ass friend. Stop being that petty friend that's like, oh, who is this? And where'd you get her from?
Yeah, but also understand there are some people that don't mean you any good, you know?
And you'll learn.
And you know how to keep them at bay. Exactly.
And here's the deal. If you're the friend who sees it before she does, give her grace. She'll see it.
Right.
And don't be like, see, I told you. Don't be bitter, Betty. So we're going to end on that note. Let's also say a prayer for Bobby Brown and his family.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my God.
He lost his son with his namesake, Bobby Brown Jr. It's really unfortunate.
Do we know how he passed?
We don't know how he passed yet.
I didn't know. I'm just asking. I'm hoping it's not anything, but I wanted to know, was it COVID involved? Because here we go with that COVID again. So everybody be careful. I got my nails done, very social distancing, mask and everything. But we were talking. I know I love the color. I'm going to talk about that. She couldn't find toilet paper. She was having problems. My manicurist was like, Ralph's Target was out. So I told her to try Amazon. So be ahead of the curve. Yes. You are right there where people are acting crazy again, getting the toilet paper and the Lysol. So stock up, because whether we go on pandemic now, it may happen in January. And I feel like if you're already ready, then you don't have to go out there. If you got 2 to 3 cans and, you know, your toilet tissue or whatever, you'll be good. But if you have nothing right now, you need to really start. Look at the 99-cent store, look at the CVS, the Walgreens, all the places you might not think.
Staples,
exactly, those places.
Places that you normally wouldn't go to. Try those places first.
Right. But make sure you get your toilet paper. At least one case. You store that. That's what I do. I have one case stored and I keep buying. So if I can't find anything.
See, it's starting. Costco's out of water. A lot of places are already out of toilet tissue.
And now they're getting back to minimums.
One.
Exactly.
One per family.
Correct. So, and water too. When we went to Big Lots a month ago, Royale was like, how many can I get? The guy was like, whatever. Now they're back to 10 per person. So get as much as you can. Get your Brita filters. You know, get your things. And it's okay to stock them. I would stock those things for me. I stock them and I buy stuff. You know what I mean? I still buy toilet paper. I still buy water because I have a stockpile, of the emergency stuff. Don't go through your emergency stuff because you think, oh, we're over. It's not over. So don't touch those.
And check on the elderly.
Yes.
Who can't get out. Those people who can't get out. And to be honest, look, it's the holiday season. So depression is really big around this time. People can't eat. All of the food lines are 3 hours to 5 hours long. Okay, so your neighbors are in need of help. Okay, I don't know how you're supposed to help them, but just be on the ear out. You know, listen out for people.
Get creative. If you're in the building, take notice to the elderly. Are they struggling to get to the grocery store? You know, my neighbors over there, they now are talking to a neighbor over here who is also widowed, and I see they go to the grocery store together. So that's good. It takes a little bit of pressure off of me, but my block will soon turn over. It is just what it is. They are elderly. It's time. So I'm hoping COVID doesn't take them out, but nursing homes are taking them, and you know, it is what it is, but at least I see it. You know what I mean? Hey, sweet pastries, missed you. Okay, so you have your homework. Waiting to exhale.
Wait to exhale.
Stock up on goods right now. Get as much as you can. You don't have to go out in one day. If you can get little by little, just be conscious. Every time you go out, get whatever the max is for water, get the max. Whatever.
Sweet Tooth Pastry said, if you're in Detroit, I can deliver you a good box.
Aww.
That is really sweet.
I know we need to order something. I don't know how it's going to make it here. Do you think you could bake us a cake and get it here?
Yeah, Sweet Tooth Pastries. I mean, are you doing sweet potato pies?
Wrap it up. Right.
Let's send us a menu. And
because today's Friday. We could get it by Thursday and be good. Thank you, Southern Belle.
Everybody take care of somebody.
Where you going?
Go where they're giving out. If your church is giving out food, donate to them if you have it. Okay? Right. If you don't have it, you know, hell.
That's nice.
Again, we want to pray for
Oh,
Brian
she said
Brown
I
and
sent
his
people a
family.
message months ago.
Ooh.
Where did you send
Send it to
it?
the April and
Yeah,
Tomeeka
send
show.
it to the April because my other show is way too many emails. If you send it here, I can see. We're new. It's not that many. Tamika can grab it if I don't see it.
So here's the deal, people. Again, it's holiday season.
Thank you.
We are going to go on live on Thanksgiving night.
Yes, remotely.
I'll be at my house. She'll be at her house, and let's chit chat. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Thank you. Don't forget to share.
Share. What else? Subscribe, share, go to
And
YouTube,
like.
follow us. Like. Bye.
Bye.